Hi, I'm xiaoyan. Today I will talk about history of China. The story of ancient China is told in traditional history records, and before us for back to the 5 emperors and 3 souvenirs. About 5,000 years ago, it is enforced by agriculture records dating to the 16th century BC. China is one of the world's oldest continuous civilizations. Then I will show 6 pillars to talk about China. First is geography, second is economic, and third one is society. Then it's culture and relationships. Final one is inventions.
Okay, first we talk about geography. The geography of ancient China can be conveniently divided into three regions. First, the Yangtze and the Yellow rivers. Second, the Gobi and Taklamakan deserts. The third one is Himalayas. In ancient China, the importance of the Yangtze and the Yellow rivers is hard to overstate. People mostly settled along the rivers, and different settlements were ruled by different kings. And then, second is economy. Ancient Chinese people traded soil, iron, fish, cattle, and seal. Seal was traded for goods and services. Seal route. Through the famous seal route, they also traded extremely goods from China could wind up in Greece. Coral shells were used as the medium of exchange money in the later Xia dynasty, 21st century BC. Those from the Shang dynasty usually had teeth on one side and a hole for striking on the felt polished other side. As natural crystals were limited in quantity, copies made of stone, other seashells, bone, and bronze were also in circulation. Bronze replicas of crown became the first Chinese cast coins. Then, society. In ancient China, there was a massive demographic gap between farmers and kings and the nobles. The farmers were far more in population members and were made to work very hard for little money. The nobles lived in places while the farmers survived in tiny huts. The nobles were highly regarded and lived with great riches. One important thing I want to say is the position of women. Male dominance was common in ancient China. The women were asked to take care of the children and household. They never had their choice in marriage and were not included in any decision making. The ancient Chinese had many peculiar customs when being foot binding. Girls at the age of puberty were made to go through this painful custom. Their toes were broken and the bondage. This normally rooted the size of their feet. This process continued for a long time. And for the religion, normally is Buddhism, Confucianism, and Taoism. They had a rich spiritual heritage and the belief in yin and yang, the male and female energies which complement each other. Then next we talk about relationships. If we talk about relationships, we must talk about Confucianism. It's a system of ideal human relationships based on happiness, respect for elders, and family unity. And for each person was to strive to be polite, honest, hardworking, respectful, and wise. Chinese people are emphasized the importance of education. Chinese agriculture productive resulted in relationships with other countries in trading. Okay, the last one is inventions. If we talk about inventions, we must talk about 4 things. First is print making, and second is paper making. The third one is gunpowder, and then the last one is compass.